Fame and fortune aren't reserved for only the quarterbacks. The guys catching the passes get plenty of it too. And he could vault himself into the discussion of the league's best.
Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the visitor's sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys enter play after a truly dominating victory a week ago in all phases of the game. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters, and if he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Right back to Scadaboot on first down, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scadaboot. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Scattergood. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Scattergood. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Scattergood. And the Giants are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal, Giants.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, New York. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Makes the score Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Hurts using the pop pass. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
31-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and long for Hurts. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Scatterboot. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try the right side with Scatterboot. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Here's Scatterboot. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
On the give, it's Scatterboot. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the give, Scatterboot. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
6. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Scatterboot. Good running inside the 25. And he's in. And Scatterboot. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants move out on top 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 by 6, ready?
Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 11-yard line.
Great, set.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Dexter Lawrence. He works his way in. And that's now 2 sacks for him in the opening quarter.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Brian Burns. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. Throwing. Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where there's
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Giants has it. And he's going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Now, Gano for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Giants able to add on. It is now 27-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll step up and run this. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. take it in, back at his own 12. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scatterboo headed out for their next possession. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboo. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Catch made right side by Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboo. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Gano on to add the extra point. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Dexter Lawrence. He's been hard to handle, to say the least. That's now 3 sacks, 3 in the first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. On first down, it's Scatterbo. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. From 31, here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, now dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And
the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down. On first down, it's Hurts. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. They'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to run it, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Eagles will get just a bit closer. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's a handoff to Scatterbo. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27.
Throwing is Dart. Back on, incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down. Now a give to Scatterbo, running right. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Once again, it's Scatterbo. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Giants 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Scatterbo. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now give on the ground. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. This brought in out past the 20. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 37th. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7. They'll go again with Scatterboo. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
That's another Giants first down.
They'll try the right side with Scatterboo. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go play action here with Dart. He's got it at about the 8. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run. It's Scatterboo. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Scatterboo is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Now, Gano for the extra point. Giants will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Stop is made by Jaron Reed.
Brings up second and 9.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by Paulson Adebo.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
On 2nd down, a run with Scatterboot. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 3rd down, they need 5. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He's done his man, complete to Johnson. First time they've whooped his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Dart.
First down.
That'll be taken in by Scatterboot. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Giants.
First down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way.
And he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gano on to add the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. The Giants add on to their already sizable lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these
and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This one, returnable. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
Let's go. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He will find Thomas. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Dart. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd down.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Third and long. Throwing. Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the 2nd half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Handoff to Scatterboot, running left. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
And the Giants, 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Giants.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run with Scatterboot. And he will score again. Cam Scatterboot. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
181.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
181.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scatterboot headed out for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in.
I'm back.
It'll bring up 2nd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. They'll turn and hand this one off. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
A play fake, now Dart. That's caught, left side, it's complete.
They say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more to fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has the decision.
It's first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
As we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, it just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
1st and 10. On the give, Scalaboo has some room inside the 30. And he's got another one. And Scalaboo. Touchdown, Giants. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants are going to extend their lead.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, well alright, trying to fight in the night.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 11 and quick to pick up a first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will push past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Abdul Carter bursting in for yet another sack. His guys now have 11 for the game.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Great, set.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll get that out to Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and 5.
Great, set.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No touch, set. On
the handoff, this is Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts using the hot pass. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're all set to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll go play action here with Dart. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think when when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch. And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop and falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the Giants first down as this defense is too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play. And you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave them one. That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
70 Lions.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Offense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Dart.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Giants first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Yeah, it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Moving outside the pocket. And he's down at the 3. What a run. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Great.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
On second down, Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
No touch it. Right anyway.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. That'll be taken in by Scatterboo. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Dart. Moving to his right.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Inside the 35, 20, 15. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Cam Scatterboo. Touchdown, New York. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 24 yards.
No
That's good for an Eagles.
Here's Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Hurts to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. No turnover here. On the guards, able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Dexter Lawrence. He is having some kind of game. His 5th sack in this one game alone. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. But this turns out to be a solid return. They finally get him to the ground. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll start this on the ground with Scattaboo. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
On play action, it is Dart. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
60 Bison. 60
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, New York.
Here's a handoff to Scattaboo. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Scattaboo. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
15 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
18 Cardinal. 18
A
Cardinal.
gain of 15. And the
They'll go again with Scattaboo. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Eagles 20-yard line.
19 Tigers. 19 Tigers. Go.
On the zone read, it's a give to Scattaboo. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Take off.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Giants. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. And finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And